I was 15 years old when I started playing bass in this band. I did what everyone else did when they hated sports and couldn't take school. I did music.
Fall asleep against me. You know I love the way you waken after.
I had no idea what I was getting into. I didn't know any of these kids except that they were older than me. They weren't my friends, but they became my life, and they will always be there. Maybe it's like a soccer captain and his goalie, or a pitcher and his catcher. Honestly, I would have no fucking idea. I sucked at both of these sports.
Fireflies could never shine as bright as you. When you held me ever close through thunderstorms and soaking clothes.
I can tell you what it's like to be on a stage. I can tell you what it feels like to have someone singing along to the words you write, or to watch someone hit a stranger in the face during the breakdown of your song. That's easy. It's amazing. It's a rush, and it's what you practice for. What I can't explain is what it's like to be on stage with 5 of your best friends that you've grown to know, trust, respect, and love. That's what you live for. After the band broke up, as most bands at age 15 often do, I realized that I wasn't ready to give up the rockstar dream. However, with fantastic words of wisdom from my parents, I realized that the percentage of actually following through on this dream was not high. Not the lack of motivation, that wasn't it. It was more of a, if you're going to do this, you should do it right. I heard about Full Sail from a fellow classmate. He told me that it was a school to play video games. While I wasn't really into video games at the time, the pamphlet he gave me was intriguing. After visiting the website, a few events followed. First, I had a lovely dinner with my parents and 2 bottles of wine. Then, I booked a flight to Orlando. After the behind-the-scenes tour, it was basically game over. My parents were happy that the Kaplan classes were over and the fact that I had a school that seemed suitable for me. I was happy that I found a school that made sense. Full Sail University has given me so many opportunities, and I'm not even close to being done. The everlasting fear of growing up and getting chained to a cubicle almost seems foolish now. After spending 8 months at this school, the one thing that I've learned is that there is no reason why I have to do a job for the rest of my life that I don't love. I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do with my degree. When I got to the school, artist relations seemed appealing due to the fact that I would get to hang out with all the bands and hear new music. However, after being at this school, I have found many talents that I didn't even know I have. Every time I switch a class, I think I want to do something in that field. Marketing, sound design, management, all seem probable, and all are possible.
When I wake up tomorrow,
if I could do one job for the rest of my life, it would be to create and share music. Putting pen to paper, spitting out poetry matched with broken chords, pouring your heart into a mic, and making that connection with the
I
audience.
know that they will.
That is by far my favorite strength.
Just lie and say that you and I.
Aside from the occasional procrastination, I think that one of the hardest things is forgetting that I have a lot to learn. There is so much of the world that I have yet to see, so many different stages to play on, different songs to write, but everything builds from something. I am back to learning the basics, and while it is a difficult stage to perform on, being a student instead of a teacher is a necessary asset to being a good person, among other things. Post-zombie apocalypse. My mother's basement. Probably on the moon. However, if 2012 doesn't happen, in 5 years, what are my options? Cali, New York, Europe, Hawaii, Orlando, Winter Park? Sometimes I hate looking into the future because I feel like it sets expectations. And while setting goals is good, over-planning tends to happen in the process.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
However, I do know a few things. In 5 years, I will have a guitar in my hands. In 5 years, I'll be 24. And in 5 years, I'll probably wonder where the time went. This question makes me think of Vanilla Sky. In the recent weeks, I spent a lot of time discussing the money can't buy happiness sonata. I agree with this. Playing a song with my friend Joe at Footbridge Park in Blairstown, New Jersey is happiness to me. Remembering the first time I got pulled over and how I got out of it is happiness. I enjoy plaid, dragons, and rocket ships, but only when they are hand-drawn. When they're hand-drawn, they make me happy. Going to school every single day, doing what I love to do, learning what I want to know, and being who I want to be. If there was a word bigger than happiness, I would say it. But I guess that for now, it will have to suffice. Happiness is my friends and family, the music I write, and the songs I sing. How I achieve this happiness is determined by the playlist. I think to be a good leader, you need to first lead yourself. All you can really do is shake the hand, breathe in the advice, and choose whether or not you want to keep it. Hope for the best, lead by example, and stick to your guns. And everything else just sort of falls into place.